I'm Janet, and welcome back to day 2 of the Total Reset, presented by Wanderlust and Palmaïa, House of AïA. I'm so excited to get going again. Today, grounding. Yesterday, we cleared it out. Now we're ready to ground it down. So let's get this sense of bringing power back in the lower half of our body. So we do a lot of sitting. We cut our upper half off from our lower half. I'm super excited to get some juice and energy back in the leg. Bring our attention down to the ground, right? When we're sitting all the time, we bring a lot of attention into that frontal lobe. We want to fill out the attention all the way through the body, feel our stability. So, as you can see, I'm standing, my feet is wide apart. Come join me. And with that wide apart, lift up the toes, spread the toes, let them land on the ground, and we can just bring ourselves side to side, forward and back, and start to feel the strength and power down to the legs. It's quite incredible to just remember we're standing on this earth filled with wisdom, billions of years of evolution and power and wisdom at our feet, which also means that it's in our cells. Let's return to that. We'll bring one hand, the right hand on the low belly, and the left hand on top of it. And in our deep gut wisdom, we're going to spin the heels out and bend the knees. It looks a little funny, but it's powerful to reconnect through the feet, the ankles, the knees. It's the Qigong stance called goat stance. Bring the back of the head over the sacrum so you're not lunging the upper body forward. It's directly up and down. Let's have a moment, close the eyes, and feel ourselves here. Each of us connecting in our own way, creating our own relationship to stability, to foundation. That could be through your family, your loved ones. It could be through your work. It could be through all of those. What your beliefs are, whatever works for you, to remember that you have this incredible strength, feeling your bones, this connection downward. Just like any good seed, we've got to put it down deep in the earth, into the soil, for it to grow. So from that grounding, from the waist down to the legs, let's feel it start to ripple up to the spine. Let's straighten out the legs, spin the toes forward, release the hands down. We'll shake them out for a moment. We're going to come up on the balls of the feet and literally just drop the heels. So up and drop, yeah? So you're going to feel this reverberation from the earth all the way to the spine. Just kind of pounding down, and you'll feel your arms jiggle. Let everything else sort of release. Couple more, feeling that power, dropping the heels down, not controlled. Once they go up, just release it. And last one, let's pause here, close the eyes once again. And feel that energy crackling all the way up through all the foot bones, the ankle bones, the shin bones, knees, femurs, through the hips, the pelvic floor, all the way up to the vertebra, back of the neck, into the skull. Beautiful. Open the eyes once again. Let's take our feet wider. A wider base, you get more sense of stability. We'll spin our heels in and toes out and bend the knees. And as we come down, let's bring the fingertips just inside the knees and lightly press the knees back. Again, without lunging the body forward, let's try to keep the pelvis underneath the head, and we'll sink in here. Have a little moment. We'll pull the hands into prayer. As you pull the hands into prayer, feel the belly pull in. Pull the feet toward each other. Inhale, extend out. Reach out, expand out. Beyond our fingertips reach, exhale, pull it back in. Hands come to prayer. Almost feel like you're pulling your feet toward each other as well. You feel the backs of the legs wake up. Inhale, open out. Extend, extend. Exhale, draw it in. We start to feel some heat in this grounding, which is beautiful. We want to wake up the legs. We want to get the blood flowing, the vitality back into the lower half of the body. Draw it back in. Let's go one more. Open it out. Extend, extend, extend. Draw it back in. Now here comes the fun part. Keep the hips low. Spin the toes forward. Hips are low. And then lean the body forward. And you're going to pull the belly in here. So it'll come from the side. So you can see instead of arching the low back, I want you to draw the tailbone down. And arms can be out wide or reaching forward. And we'll feel that fierceness of the ground coming up to the legs. And a little pulsation, this little rise and fall. Yes, we want to wake up the glutes all the way down to the legs to hold us as we move through this life. As we begin our journey together on this day 2, we want to have a strong foundation for these couple weeks together. Hands to the earth, exhale, fold in. Probably sounds like, ah. You can hook the hands in the opposite elbows, release the head and the neck, and let yourself fold in here. Deep exhale. So again, yoga is run by the breath. We really want to guide ourselves through our breath practice. Release the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Once again, we'll bend the knees. We're going to take that heat action again, either arms out wide or forward. This little tiny rise and fall through the hips. Like we're pulsing the beat of our own heart up and down. Maybe it's a little faster though right now, only because your heart's beating a little faster. And arms can be wide or forward. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, fold, and hands can hook in the opposite elbows. Let's hang forward here. Beautiful. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Then walk your hands up under your hips. Pull the tailbone lightly toward the earth. So really pulling the belly in, push in, and stand all the way up. Using the legs. Again, we'll spin the toes out to the sides. Bend the knees. Track the knees back as you bend the knees. Hands come to prayer. Pull the feet toward each other. Push the hands toward each other. We're going to spin that. Keep that right foot rooted and spin that left heel out and extend the arms out. Let's expand, expand, expand. Draw that left heel in. Come back to center. Spin that right heel out while you keep that left knee rooted. Expand. Yes. Again, come through center. Expand out. Open, pushing. Almost like you're trying to push the sides of the room out. Draw back through center. And expand. Last round. So these transitions are happening from the feet, and you want that conversation from the feet to move all the way up. Again, ankles, shins, knees, femurs, hips, pelvis, and all the way up through the body. Yes. Let's come back towards center. Both heels in. Release hands just above the knees. So slide them, shrug your shoulders up. Looks like we're relaxing for a moment here. We're taking a break. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, let's drop that left shoulder toward the right knee. So remember, yesterday we were doing the twist. We're going to add another twist. For that clearing and cleansing, back up and change. So anything that got released in that heat in the legs, we'll twist it out, clear it out. Inhale, back to center. Let's go one more round. Back through center. To the left, dropping that right shoulder. Back through center. As we find center, let's spin that left heel to the sky. We're going to look to the right and come into crescent lunge, reaching the arms forward and up. Opening here. Let's sink in a little bit deeper, pulling the feet toward each other, feeling that groundedness. And we'll swing that left hand down, spin that left heel in, come back through temple, where we were, and then spin to the left. Reach up, couple breaths here. Back through center, spinning that right heel down, reaching arms out wide. Let's straighten the legs again, spin the toes in, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Let's step the feet in together to touch. Big toes touch. We'll bend the knees and touch the earth and float the arms up. So chair Utkatasana, like you're trying to sit back. Wrap the inner thighs back. Push through the shin bones into the ground and then pull the belly up and back. Spin the palms forward here. Exhale, wave the arms down. Push them back and up. And then again, extend them up. Again, empty breath, wave it down. Inhale, float it back up. Let's try one more. And float it back up. Let's fold it in. Hands can be on shins or the earth. Crown of the head reaches to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Let's step back to plank and hold here. Again, you can always use your knees, keeping the sacrum long to the heels, or keep the knees up. So like we found foundation in the leg, let's find it in our arm bones, in our fingers. Push the earth away to the fingertips. Push the arm bones down. Stay long through the back of the neck. Keep holding here. Steady and true. Belly draws to the back body. Om 5. Om 4. Om 3. Om 2. And 1. With this plank body, even if the knees are down, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down 1. Untuck the toes. Inhale, pull the heart forward, dragging the hands lightly back and up. Exhale, lower down. Bring the arms alongside the body, so palms face up. Let's lift the legs up, lift the heart up. If you want to add, lift the arms up too. Slowly lowering down, hands under the shoulders. Let's open the knees and come back into child's pose. And really walk the fingertips away from the sit bones. So long here. And let's drop the forehead toward the earth. So where our feet were, where our hands were, let's bring all of our thought loops, just set them down right here. Let's give yourself a deep exhale, a deep sigh back into the earth. And slowly come on up, curl the toes under, and we'll come to downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here. Imagine someone's pulling your waist back toward the wall behind you, so that you're pushing your sit bones all the way back, so you're bearing more of the weight in the lower half of the body. Let's root that left foot down, bring the right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, pull the right knee into the nose, but pin that right heel to that right sit bone. So pull it in, hold here. And we'll step that right foot through between the hands. Inhale, float the arms up. Let's get that extension through the back body. Find your foundation. We'll go ahead and pull the hands down to engage the front body while we bring that left knee up toward the chest. We're going to open it into tree. So open that left knee. You can place it on the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. And for this variation, just bring the hands into prayer. Feel that strength going down. Let's pull that left knee back into the chest. We'll step it back. Reach the arms up. And then bring the hands back down. Step back to plank. Lower slow motion for 5. We want to find the foundation and move these couple weeks. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open, heart forward. Exhale, fold. So as we build our strength and build the practice, creating a rhythm, again, let's come into Shalambhasana variation. Lift up legs, arms are along the sides, heart. You can reach the hands up as well. Lower down, hands under the shoulders. Let's bring it directly back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky on the inhale. Left knee into the nose, hold it here. Tack that left heel to the left sit bone. Beautiful. Let's step it through. Find the stability in the lower half of the body. And find that mobility and openness around the heart. Couple more breaths. Deep inhale here. Exhale, contract front body. Pull the hands down. Bring that right knee up. Open the right knee out to the right. And let's come back in. Tree. Some days my trees are really wobbly. The wind must be really blowing. Some days they're really stable. Seems to me to be connected to my mind, how busy my mind is. Bring that right knee back into the chest, and step it back. Reach the arms up. And exhale. Bring it back down. Slow motion, plank, down to the earth. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, opening, heart forward. Exhale, lower in. Same, arms along the side of the body. Let's lift it up. Wake up the back half of the body in the lower half. Exhale, lower it down. Hands on the shoulders, hips back to the heels, and we'll bring it back, downward facing dog. Let's come up on the balls of the feet here. High on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. Hop the feet outside the hands. Malasana, this yogic squat. You might need to build something underneath your heels, that's fine. You can up on the balls of the feet, that works, but eventually we're working the heels down. That's the idea. If it works for you, just know that you're fine to be on the balls of the feet. We want to find space around the heart. Push the feet into the earth. Couple deep breaths here. You can stay in a more static variation or interlace the fingers. Releasing the pointer fingers. We'll reach them forward, curl in, chin into the chest. Really reach the pointer fingers away. Then bend the elbows, press the elbows or armpits into the shins or knees or ankles. Lift up. Exhale in. 2 more. Contract front body to back. Bang. Lift up. Through the heart. Last one. Bend elbows, lift up. Release back. We'll have a seat on our sit bones, base the feet together. This is that seated moment. Feels so nice. Push your feet together. So I want to see that activation all the way through the feet. That keeps that activation all the way ankles, knees, hips. Lengthen. Exhale. Let's fold in. Doesn't matter how close your head is to the ground or even if it's anywhere close. It might just be this as far as you go. You can use your elbows to press a little bit through the outer thighs down to the earth and the heart forward. We're on this journey together. We're on these 2 weeks together, each one of us building our practice one breath at a time. So the main thing for me is that we show up, just simply show up again and again and again. It's going to be easy. It is always easy to be distracted. So when I come to these commitments, it's really important for me to really commit to myself. And committing to myself means showing up. This is purely a moment and an opportunity, a gift to really step back into your own body, into your own practice, to ground back down, to slowly come back up. We'll come into a cross-legged posture. Inhale, reach the arms up. And let's find a twist. Left hand on that right knee, right hand back behind. Pin the belly to the back body. So again, the twist is more in the upper body. We build on day 1. Let's come back through center, lengthen. And let's change sides. Let's come back through center and hands back to the heart. You bring your right hand onto your heart and your left fingertips touch down into the ground. This is called Bhumi Sparsha. So Bhumi is Mother Earth, or the earth, the ground, the solid. And then the right hand on that beating heart. And let's close our eyes. As we make a commitment to ourselves, as if we, with our left hand, plant that seed deep into the ground. the rich soil of our body, of our bones, our connective tissue and muscles. Plant that seed deep in our own center. Throughout these couple weeks, we keep coming back every day, tending, taking care of, giving attention to. And your right hand on the heart, we use this remembrance. I listen for the beat of my own heart. I remember what an incredible gift it is to have this heartbeat, to have this life, to be able to love, to be able to give and receive. To be able at every moment I have a heartbeat to change my story, begin again. To begin again and again and again. The left hand folds up, meets the hands in prayer. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your commitment. You've made it through day 2. Let's keep going. I'll see you tomorrow.